Okay, so the way that we have begun implementing standards-based grading in AP is for our multiple choice assessments, is we have tagged each question with either a topic or a chapter number, so that the kids can kind of look and see when we hand back the results what topic they need to go back and study, or what chapter number they did better on the reading quiz for or worse on the reading quiz for. So for example, if you take a look, let's see this Byzantine picture of the Hagia Sophia. If you double click on the question, there's a way to add that information. If you click on info, the info tab for the question, and then we usually put either the topic or the chapter number. In this case, it's the chapter number under national standard, just as long as it's all under the same area. It doesn't really matter which one you use. And so, obviously that would be chapter 10. The one on Mali is probably going to, Timbuktu is probably going to be, if I had to guess, chapter 11. Yep. And so on and so forth. So just need to go through your test. There's another Islam question. That should be chapter 11. Yes. So you just need to go through your test and add, decide what are your categories, decide what are your topics that you want to show the kids. And then after you scan your results, you'll go to your test manager and look on the test. So this was one from last year, and you'll click on the report button, and you want to do learning focus by student. Report learning focus by student, and then you make sure you set a date range for your assessment, otherwise you'll get all of your assessments. So this one was right at the beginning of November, and then you make sure that your focus is whatever you tagged on your test item, national standard. The choices are national standard, state standard, local standard. We just use national standard, and make sure your range is 0 to 100%. Choose a kid, or you can print them all, but if you just, let's see, it should be balanced kid. If you choose a kid, run the report, now what you see is their learning focus for that assessment. So obviously she did well on chapter 8, but there were only 3 items there. 9, 10, and 11 were a balanced mix of questions. She did a lot better on the Islam topic than, say, she did on the Mongols topic. So she may need to go back, or whatever chapter 12 was, I believe that was the Mongols, down here. So she would take a look and see, okay, if we're going to apply this to the grade book, she would say, okay, well, on the chapter, let's say, 13 reading quiz, I only got I earned a 70 on that. Well, on the test, she clearly went back, she learned it, she did better, so she made 92% of those questions right. So we'll go back and change her 70 to a 92. The student would write down here, please change, chapter, whatever, 13 reading quiz to a 92, and then turn this report into us, and we could just do a little data entry. So that's in a way how we do it. The other thing that we'll do is we sometimes use this information to maybe have them come in and do some one-on-one remediation with that topic, or an on-level will require them to do a remediation assignment, where they'll have to go back and they'll look at what was your weakest topic, go back and do a little remediation, a little relearning, and then submit an assignment that way. So just forces the kids to go back and relearn what they didn't learn the first time. So in a nutshell, that's kind of how we do it. We print these out, easy for the kids to see, and it doesn't have any answers or any questions or anything. It just shows them percentages based on the topic. So that's kind of what we like doing. All right.